we're going to be covering the new events, the Make It Big in ShowBiz events. So I'm going to do my best to kind of work this out for you, and hopefully it helps. So let's jump in. So we're going to jump through these one by one. So we're going to start with SOS Training Camp. So this training camp is basically your little daily tasks. It looks like each day you're going to be allowed to do a certain amount of tasks. So all you have to do is do the task, hit claim, and then down at the bottom it will unlock the different rewards that you're given. So I went ahead and completed all these ones just so you guys can see. You click through them, down at the bottom you'll hit claim, and then it will give you the screen that tells you the next time and your next reward. So I'd make sure you do these daily because basically they're things you should do every day anyways, and you'll get free rewards. The next event is Toros Theater. This event is not really so much an event, it just kind of shows you the different stages of your base. So Top War was actually nice enough to give everybody the level 1 base to begin with, which really shocks me. Probably incentive to try to get you guys to get the other ones, but so everybody's given the level 1 base. The level 2 base, it takes 30 of the little emblems to unlock, and then the level 3 takes 90. I'll show you where you can get those and how you trade them from in a little bit, because I already kind of peeked through all the events, but that's kind of how these work. Level 3 base, not the greatest base in the world, but if you're able to get it as a free-to-play player, that's a pretty solid base, just because I know a lot of you aren't able to get the other bases that cost, or the events aren't available to get those other bases. So 6% damage, 25% attack are pretty good. Even the holding bonus to be able to hold an extra 10 troops may not seem like a lot to a lot of people, but to somebody that burns through a lot of troops, an extra 30 troops in your base every fight helps. So that's the second event. The third event is How to Be a Star. So this event's probably the most confusing of them. So the first thing you need to do is decide who you want to be. So I'm going to choose Diamanto because his hair looks doofy. You're going to come in here, and this is where those stars they've been giving you are used. So what you do is you choose between skill training and acquire knowledge. So the difference between these, and I'll show you, is skill training is an even wheel, whereas acquire knowledge is a mixture that then jumps into showing you the rewards here, and here are the rewards for here. Sorry. Acquire knowledge is a mixture, and they're not evenly distributed because they add, it's kind of more of a gamble for. As you can see, this one has all 5 of the stats, whereas this one only has 3, and these are weighted. These are not all the same. So for the first one, I'm going to do the skill training so you guys can see. So what happens is I got one of the skills, and I got plus 10 on my acting, and it tells you your acting goal. So I'm going to spin again, try to get acting. So fitness, comms, and actually just kind of looking at so this is where you can kind of bounce between them. Use this to your advantage, because obviously my acting one is one of my goals, so I have a larger section of that here. So fitness is not, and even though it's my goal, it's probably going to cost me every spin I have. And you can see what your goals are up here in the right hand corner. So these are your goals. If you get your goal, you can get these, which give you the theater tickets. So that's kind of how that works. And then in case you guys want to know what the extra bonus is basically just a march queue, 150 shards for the heroes, and then the skills. So we're going to keep going, trying to get this acting one. Nope. So once you do 5 of these, you'll see this events left. So the events will pop up. I'm sure there's some magical secret thing of which one of these to choose, but I'm going to choose the one that has another top war hero in it. So I'll pretend that Rambo's brother gave me 15 acting. So what that means is now I can come up here and collect my goal, basically, and I got one of those little boxes that'll give you more theater tickets. So you can keep going with this as much as you want to pay for the tickets. Definitely keep track of which goals you have so you can kind of keep playing the ones you want. So you'll see I have all fitness ones here, and I don't have fitness as any of my goals, so I definitely wouldn't want to do the acquired knowledge. If I want to keep going, I definitely want to do the skill training, but I'm actually going to hold off for tomorrow to see if this reward wheel updates or if something maybe later in the day updates. Not sure how often these update or if they update. So I'll leave a comment in the description or in the comment section of this video tomorrow once I find out for you guys. So that's this event. You can just keep going until you hit your test. Every 30 days there is a test, so that's something to keep track of. So just wanted to tell you guys this. I just noticed this as I'm kind of trying to get to the test. Is if you look at these, you'll see the top one, pretend, is like you're acting. Sign a signature that is similar to the. Oh, I can't. I don't want to make sure I call it the right thing. That is similar to fame because you're famous. The next one, run home. That's physical. Tell her a funny story. That's communications, and singing is singing. So as you're looking at your goals, you can actually use that to hit the one you want. So my goal is still acting. So I'm going to pretend like this, and it gave me acting, so I can complete that goal. And I have this goal here too. So I'm going to do these last 5 spins quick, so you guys can see the test. Make sure you get all your things done because you want to have all your your skills as high as possible for the test. So the test shows you your results. Most my highest was acting. So here you'll see I can get a random amount of shards for the heroes, some training speed ups, and then 18 theater tickets, and then it stops there. So now if I go back into him, it starts over. So each time it's a different thing, but kind of keep track of your rewards as you go, and you can get what you want. So that is that event. The next event is your daily chores. So this is our typical event where we do our daily tasks. We hit claim. Those give us these film tapes, which give us our rewards. That can give us other various prizes. Definitely always unlock the extras because they're worth it. At the end, every extra 500 is 1 red voucher and 2 rare skill chests. And then that leads us to the grocery store. So there's 2 parts to this grocery store. Part 1 is our reward store. In the top left here are the objects to unlock the upgrade bases. There's 90 of them. Once you buy the 30, you don't have to buy an additional 90 to get to the next base. It actually cuts it down to only needing 60. So the fully upgraded base costs 900 of your theater tickets. Something to think about is you already have the level 1 base, depending on if you need the garage space or not, and depending on which of these bases you may or may not have, it might make more sense for you guys to actually just come in here for $999 and grab another full base. That kind of makes a big difference in whether you need one of these other bases or not. So I think if I'm going to get enough points for a base, I'm going to end up choosing a different one just because I don't see the benefit in having this other base, being that I won't be equipping it. Always at least grab the level 1 decor. Definitely worth it. You have some other things in here. So here's a lucky chest. You can get any of the statues. And then there's another statue that isn't in here. So there's these 3 statues, which are all separate. And then there's another statue. I'll show you where you can buy that one in a second. Other things, skill shard chests are always pretty reliable at giving you better bonuses. Power cores are in here if anybody's trying to do more of their tree. Equipment's always nice to have. So just some of the things in the grocery store. And then if you go over to the other tab, the supply store, in here you can buy things at the top, or you can use gems to unlock things at the bottom. Some things to note are universal shards at 200. That's a pretty reasonable price. So if you need orange universal shards, you can get them here. Grabbing the skills and the shards for the heroes aren't a bad idea. And then universal deco shards. I'm always torn on these because it takes so many to upgrade something. It can be quite pricey, but at the same time it's upgrading deco, so it's always worth it. So it's a coin flip for me. I haven't decided if I'm getting it yet or not, so that's that. I will have another video coming out later today also that covers the new hero, just so you guys know. So I'm not going to cover the skill and everything here, but if you go into your base and you see this little gold statue-y thing right here, this is where you can get that You May Laugh Now, which is a damage decrease statue. So with that, I think that covers everything. If you guys have any questions, please leave a comment or come jump onto my Discord and let me know. Remember to share this, like it, subscribe it. Well, subscribe to me. Don't subscribe to the video. That's kind of weird. But I hope you all have a fantastic day, and see ya.